I've been on social media for like more than 12 years now. And I've gone to a point where, I was like on my phone so many times, and then I got burnout, and then like I'm tired, I don't want it anymore. But my number one rule with social media in general is I don't have notifications on.
Hello everyone, we're here at the Under 30 Summit in beautiful Elgona, and my name is Tamima, and this is Sherif, Fayed, TV host, globetrotter, you know it all. Lovely meeting you, Sherif.
Thank you for having me. I'm amazing.
Of course.
I'm glad to be here. The weather's amazing, company's amazing.
Amazing, we're so happy about that. So I just wanted to jump right into it. I feel like people like you, we always wonder, like high profile people, you must have some kind of daily routine. Like Elon Musk must be waking up at like 5 a.m. drinking some celery
Yeah,
juice
I'm not
or
waking
doing
up at
something.
5 a.m.
What do you do
Trust
then?
me, I'm not waking up at 5 a.m.
Tell us what you do.
Honestly, it's I don't want to say I have a specific routine every single day that I stick by. I'm like, yeah, this is my key to success, because you go through phases in life, you go through ups and downs, I go through times where I'm motivated and I could be up at 5 and hit the gym at 6 and I start my day off fresh. And I have other days where I wake up at 10, at 11. I take things how they go, and I listen to myself, listen to my body. But my typical day would be like starting like at 7, 8 a.m. Slow morning. I'm not a morning person, so I need to take my time, get my coffee, get my workout in early, because I feel like that really energizes me in the beginning of the day and it keeps me going. Like I've tried working out late at night and in the beginning of the day, and I see that I'm way more productive at the beginning of the day when I work out. So I do that, whether there's meetings or stuff going on. I work from home, obviously, with like the business and stuff that I do and content creation, everything. So sometimes it's hard being at home because you're in the comfort of your home and you're like, okay, couch is there, the TV is there, the fridge is there, the bed is there. So a lot of times I would go find different cafes, and I think that really helps me like focus and stay in that zone. And then that's pretty much it. And then at night, meet with people, connect, and then do the same thing over again.
But since you're not a morning person, would you say that you like work better at night, or it's just
100%?
Yeah,
100%. A lot of times I work up until like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And in the mornings, like I'm very slow, but I'm a night owl. So I get very productive between like 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's when I'm like really focused and switched on.
Yeah, because no one's like distracting you, like you're just on that. But regarding that, like being constantly on the go, and there's a lot of social media, like negative comments, just people are constantly being able to bring you down if they can, like in general. How do you battle that, like mentally, and like what would you recommend to people, how they can like balance their mental health and not let all that commotion go within you?
I think nowadays, the beautiful thing is that there's a lot of focus on mental health and a lot of awareness, and people are really focused on taking care of you before anything else. Years ago, that wasn't the case. When I first started on social media with all the internet trolls and everything, you didn't really have that. So I went through phases where I feel bad if someone would say something negative about me, even if it's not true. I take it to heart and it would eat me alive. And then to the point where sometimes I try to prove to that person, like, I'm sorry, like, how did I offend you? Or how did I, even though I didn't do anything wrong.
Everyone's always going to be offended.
Exactly.
Okay, so speaking about consumption, do you have like a certain cutoff time for social media, where in the sense that, okay, that's enough, I need to stop comparing, because it can really bring you down if you spend too much time on it?
100%. I think comparing yourself to others it could be a good and a bad thing. Comparing yourself in order to learn and see what others are doing and try to, grow in that way is good. Comparing yourself and seeing someone how are they better than me or they're not better than me, that is very negative, and it was only going to bring you down. But social media consumption, it's at our hands, and I've been on social media for like more than 12 years now, and I've gone to a point where, I was like on my phone so many times, and then I got burnout, and then like I'm tired, I don't want it anymore. But my number one rule with social media in general is I don't have notifications on.
Okay.
It's off.
Yeah.
You and I sit down, go to dinner. My phone is not even on the table.
That's amazing.
It's in my pocket.
People don't do that anymore.
Like for me, I'd much rather I use it now where I need to post something. I post it, get it out, and that's it. Obviously we have your scrolling sometimes when you want to get entertained, but I really, as much as I can, I'd much rather do like physical, have a conversation with someone, sit down with them, than be on my phone. So consumption, I really try to avoid like at night before bed. And if I'm just sitting at home, I'd rather watch a documentary, watch TV, read a book, do something else.
100%.
But again, it's social media at the end of the day. We get
and you
dragged
can't
into
choose.
it.
You can't choose to compare, like you said in the beginning, that you can choose to compare yourself to something good or to something bad, but with social media, we don't really get that choice.
Exactly.
So, what is something bad or negative in general that could keep you up at night? It's just in general, it's one thing that Sherif Fayed before he falls asleep is it's that racing thought where I'm like, I can't fall asleep. This is going in my mind.
Oh, racing thought. There's a lot. It depends on what I'm doing at the time, but sometimes going back to what we're saying about productivity and what we're doing, if by the end of the day I realize or I feel like I just wasn't productive and I'm laying in bed and I'm like, I did not achieve anything today. What did I achieve? So then I would literally write down, because I have a problem with staying on track sometimes. I have 100 tasks and I do a little bit of each one rather than focusing sometimes.
I'm like that, but all over the place.
All over the place, all over the place.
Master of none.
Exactly. So I go to bed, and if I lay in bed, and that's actually been happening the past couple of days, where I have so much on my to-do list, and I'm like, oh, I did not do this, and it just eats me alive. And then I end up getting out and then writing stuff, and then I realize that, you know what, I'm just gonna write down what I need to do, and tomorrow I have a list of 100 things. I'm only gonna look at number 1. Get that done.
And then you're proud of yourself at the end of the day.
And then I'm proud of myself. Because then when I go back at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, I achieved this and this and this and this. But if you do a little bit of everything here and there, you'll not get anything done.
Yeah, you're right. I'd love to chat a bit more, but unfortunately this is it. And I'm so happy that you were here and we had this chat. Thank you so much, and thank you guys.